Hello and welcome to Goddess Resurrection. My name is Britta and I am your host. I am from Germany. I was born and raised in Germany and I do now live in the United States. And I am working with the goddess, for the goddess, with the light, for the light, as the light. And this Goddess Resurrection podcast intro is for you and I to get to know each other just a little bit and to connect and to give you a little bit of an update on what this is going to be all about. But before we dive in, hello. Thank you for tuning in. How are you? This is a podcast for women, so I will be addressing my sisters and I will be addressing you as goddess. Now, if any men would like to tune in and take a little listen to this podcast, that's fine, because everybody, every man, every woman has the feminine energy within themselves, right? We all have the left side of the brain, the left hemisphere, which is the masculine, and the right side of the brain, the right hemisphere, which is the feminine hemisphere. But this is for women, and it is my mission to work with women and to unite women and to assist women into their light, into their authentic empowerment, into their feminine energy. Because we've all been deeply, deeply conditioned by the masculine energy. We have all forgotten and we have all learned to judge and fear even this magical place of our feminine energy within. And there are many reasons for this, and we will get into all of those reasons, but for the moment, I want to share a little bit more about my intention for this podcast with you. So you as the woman, you as my sister, you as the goddess, you are here at this time on earth for your personal ascension, which means light embodiment, but you are also here for much higher and much greater mission work. And so this is really what Goddess Resurrection is about on a larger scale. It is about the changing of this planet. It is about resurrecting the balance. It is about healing this planet. It is about healing humanity. And so each and every one of us goddesses is here to play a part. We are all pieces to the puzzle. You are unique. Every goddess is unique in her abilities, in her gifts, in her colors, in her magic. You are unique, and so do not think that you have to have a global platform. Do not think that you have to have some massive following or even a private practice in order for you to have an effect, in order for you to be that light worker, that goddess on a mission. If you are at home and you are raising children, that is just as important, just as relevant as somebody else healing with hands on or speaking to a large audience. We are all here to affect change from this place of the feminine energy within. And the reason why you are needing to remember and reconnect and relearn your feminine energy is because you've forgotten. And maybe you feel feminine because you wear dresses and take care of yourself and you get your hair done. Or maybe it's because you like to put on makeup in the morning before you leave the house. Or maybe it's just because you're sexual or sensual. But none of these things really make a goddess. And this is very important for you to know. This is not about the external. This is about the internal. Goddess Resurrection is very deep and very advanced work. It is about you deepening into your essence. It is about you opening to your soul. It's about you living and choosing for your soul and from your light, so that you become more and more aligned with your divinity. Because be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of stars. The earthly part of you is in relation to the masculine energy, to the left hemisphere of your brain. Your essence, your divinity, your magic is in relation to your spirituality, to your divinity, to your light, through the right side of your brain, which is the feminine energy. And so the feminine energy is the key. The feminine energy is the portal. Your feminine energy is the way. The feminine energy is the ascension energy. The masculine energy is the energy that we use to manifest onto this physical plane, into this energetic illusion that we are here to heal, that we are here to balance. And so understanding that there is a relearning necessary, and that it will take time and it will take practice, is probably the most important realization for you to have and for you to allow yourself. This is not a quick fix. There is no magic wand. You have been conditioned within the masculine energy for generations, for thousands of years. And so I have worked with thousands of women, and they all come to realize that, wow, it's work, it's practice. Yeah, because the masculine energy is subject to the ego. And so the masculine energy and the ego will try to pull you back, will try to keep you in the known, in the old comfort zone, in the old ways, in the old patterns. And that's okay. But it's important for you to know this. And it's also important for you to know that you are now being called to be in dedication to yourself, to be in dedication to your feminine energy, to be in worship to your goddess, to your divinity within, the truth of your essence, of your true self. And this does not mean that we are judging men here. No, no, no. This does not mean that we are not with the man or for the man. No, this is not what it means at all. It means we are here to create and recreate and relearn the balance, your inner balance, because of course your masculine energy that you are very comfortable with is just as necessary for this earthly experience. Here you are playing human on this earth plane, and yes, your masculine energy is the concept, is the foundation of the container for this experience as human in this illusion. But it is the feminine energy that is the portal. It is your light, it is your essence, it is your femininity, your goddess, your divinity, your infinity of abilities, of magic, of memory, of wisdom, of guidance, of intuition, of knowledge that is beyond this realm. It is beyond this brain. It is massive. It is eternity. It is access to the Akashic records. It is access to the vastness of the galaxies, of the universes, of the cosmos. And yes, the feminine energy also allows you to open your senses here within this physical reality. So it's not just the cosmos, the beautiful vastness of information. It is also the energetic information that is here on this earth plane, in this reality, that you will gain more access to. right? Above and below, as below, so above, as above, so below. It is through the feminine energy that you will open your ability to feel energy, to read energy, to read people, to read spaces and places and possibilities. And it's all through the feminine energy because it is the feeling, the receiving energy. And so who am I? Who am I to be talking about all of this? You may ask yourself. Well, I was born a clear cognizant. And that means I came in speaking with spirit, seeing spirit, knowing spirit. From birth on, I remember standing in my crib in Germany. I was not even one, and I was having full-blown conversations with the divine about earth, about my parents, about their dynamics, about how I really didn't like it here. And I was like, this sucks. My parents are so shut down. They're so disconnected. How come they're always fighting? So when I first came in, I really wasn't happy here on earth. And it was really, truly only a couple of decades later that I opened myself to my path. Because once I turned teenager, I shut it down. I ran away from my gifts. I didn't want them. I didn't want to be so weird or different. But once I opened myself back to my gifts, and once I heeded the call of my purpose, I became who I really am again, while in human form. And I am a light channel. I speak with spirit. I see spirit. And I work for spirit. I work for the light. I have had a healing work practice for over 20 years, for 25 years almost. And so I am a hypnotherapist. I studied spiritual psychology. I am a shaman. I'm a light worker. I'm a soul worker. I am a soul communicator. I'm a light channel. I'm a Reiki master. I'm an imagery master. I work with Mother Earth. I work with Mother God and the goddesses and the archangels and, of course, the Pleiadians and, of course, the light family members from all realms. And so, yes, I hold a lot of energy. Yes, I hold a tremendous amount of light. I am a mother. I have a beautiful daughter. She's 19. And I have now come to the place where I am finally ready to be here, present with Goddess Resurrection. I am still working with my clients. I am still working with my one-on-one clients and my groups, absolutely. But it was through the COVID time. It was when I still lived in New York. I was living outside of New York when the lockdown happened, that Goddess Resurrection was conceived. I was actually in a place of such surrender that I was working with my teacher. And it was in that session, in that work session, that I embodied Mother God. So Mother God asked me if I wanted to be of service and I wanted to be a part of her mission. And I said yes, and I gave permission, and she embodied me. And so ever since then, it's been a few years now. It was a process, right, of the understanding of it, of the integration of it. And then I moved. I ended up moving from New York to California. And it took a time to settle in and to get my child settled and for everything to just be so ripe and so ready, which is now. And here we are. And I'm excited to share Goddess Resurrection with you. And I am excited for this work. And I am excited for this knowledge and this information and to share it with you. And so these podcasts will come out once a week. Some of them will be just audio. Some of them will now also grow into video. I am predominantly right brain. And so for me, all of this technical stuff is not a pleasure, is not easy. So bear with me as I am working with somebody who's assisting me in how to get it all set up. Because all of this is, of course, also going to stream on YouTube. And it's a process because I do have to ask for help and hire somebody to help me with this process, which includes technology, the masculine energy, right? I am here speaking, teaching, guiding from within the feminine energy, but using, again, the masculine energy, the container. It is what we need to be embodied and present here on this earth realm. And so there's going to be lots of interesting conversation that's going to be happening with clients and with friends and other goddesses. And my most important and number one intention for this podcast is that there's going to be conversation, yes, and there's going to be information shared, sure, yes. And that's, again, all masculine energy. But it's, of course, coming from the feminine energy. And so, therefore, it is from the channeled, from the feminine, from the light, from the divinity, coming through the physical vessel, through the masculine, through the container to you. But my number one intention for this podcast is the experience. The experience, we're going to be doing visualizations, we're going to be doing meditations, we're going to be doing breathing exercises, because this is how you enter, how you open to your feminine energy. And so, since this is the intro, I would like to introduce you to your feminine energy right here and right now. And I invite you to breathe. Go ahead and start breathing. And I'm going to be breathing with you right here, right now. And I am breathing through my mouth because I'm speaking. And you, please, feel free to breathe through the nose or through the mouth. However it is most comfortable to you and however it is easiest for you. But I would like for you to continue to do what it is that you're doing. So maybe you're driving in the car, or maybe you're in your home, or maybe you're at the office. Wherever you are, maybe you're at the gym. Wherever you are, continue what it is that you're doing. Do not close your eyes. The breath and the feminine energy are meant to be integrated into the life, into this physical container. So do not close your eyes. Just begin breathing. And slow down your breath and deepen your breath just as much as you can, just as much as is comfortable, but no pushing, no forcing, no pressure. Just breathe a little bit more consciously. Just breathe a little bit more deeply. Just breathe a little bit more slowly and enjoy this breath. And let yourself connect to your breath. And if you are catching yourself in thoughts, that's okay. That's what will happen. It's normal. Just keep coming back to the breath. Keep coming back into the breath. Feel your breath. Hear your breath. And maybe if you have the space and time to do so, play with the inhale and the exhale being the same length of time. And go ahead and breathe and continue to breathe. And go ahead and see if you can feel a little bit more into your body. Feel into your container. Feel into the temple that is housing your divinity. Feel into the vessel that is housing your goddess. Right? Because this temple of yours, this vessel, this physical body is not who you are. It is not your goddess. It is simply housing your infinite, eternal, true self that is divine, that is made of stars, that is light in your essence, always have been and always will be. Here, temporarily playing a human being. And go ahead and breathe. Find that breath. Breathe into yourself. Breathe into this vessel. Breathe into your temple. And go ahead and with every inhale, give gratitude to your body. Breathe into your belly. And hug and kiss the belly. Breathe into your belly and bring worship. Bring forgiveness, bring gratitude into your temple. Because I can pretty much guarantee that you have not always been honoring your temple. And that is okay. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the journey. And so you will, of course, go through forgiveness, and you will go through deepening, and you will go through self-realization, and you will go into and through deep, deep, deep identification into and with your light by going deeper into your body, by learning to be in your body, by learning to love your body, by learning to honor your body, by learning to listen to your body, by learning to feel your body, by learning to feel and listen to the subtle communication that your body wants to be in and give to you and share with you. It's a relationship. And the deeper you move into your body, the more you open into your light, the more you open into your goddess. So go ahead and breathe. Breathe and feel yourself. Breathe into and through your backside. Nice. Deep. Slow in and exhales. And maybe on one inhale you breathe in through the nose, and then on the next exhale you breathe out through the mouth. And on the next inhale you may want to breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose. However you play with it, it's about play. It's about discovery. There is no one way. And by the way, we always adjust the breath to the doing. Go ahead and come back into the breath. Feel the air moving in and out of your lungs. Give gratitude to your lungs. Go ahead and breathe all the way down into the feet. Go ahead and reach your feet. And maybe you can and maybe you can't. And maybe you do and maybe you don't. It doesn't even matter. Just be with it. Smile at it. Smile at yourself. Smile at the practice itself. There is no one way, and there is a deepening practice that is never ending. So therefore there is no perfection, because that's again the masculine energy. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to be ever deepening, ever expanding. Find your breath. Keep coming back into the breath, because that is the foundation. You keep coming back into your breath. I have trained myself to breathe consciously all day, every day. But I adjust my breath to the doing. Breathe. Think of your feet. Visualize your feet. You can look at them if you want to. You can even tap them on the floor. the way I'm doing right now, or shuffle them on the floor so you make a stronger connection to your feet. And just intend to breathe into your feet. Whether it's happening or not, doesn't matter. None of it matters right now. Just breathe. Enjoy your breath. Keep coming back to your breath, and your thoughts will distract you, and your old patterns will take you away, and your old conditioning will carry you off back into the overwhelm and the stress and the continuous scheduling of your life. Breathe. Keep coming back to the breath. However, whenever, wherever, you just breathe. As long as you are the one consciously breathing, you are opening into your feminine energy. And so this is where we will keep it for today. I am going to try my best to keep the episodes at 30 minutes. I had another podcast prior. It was called The Illumination Game. And I've archived it because Goddess Resurrection and Mother God said, it's tired. And I was meant to now put all of my focus and intention and energy to you, Goddess. So breathe. Find your breath. Keep coming back to your breath. Sometimes I get carried away and I start talking and I keep talking. So sometimes the episodes are going to maybe be a little longer. But if you're really interested and really enchanted by your divinity and your feminine energy, I'm sure you won't mind. So from here, stay in your breath. And I welcome you to this community, to this sisterhood. I welcome you to yourself, to your breath, to the remembering of who you really are and the powers that lie within that are not mental concepts, but actual experiences and the truth of who you are. And that is what we are here to do. We're here to embody our powers onto this plane through these vessels, these temples that are housing our souls. And I am honored to be sharing in the breath with you. And again, there is no right, there is no wrong. Find your breath in any moment of every day, again and again and again. Find ways to remind yourself to come back to the breath. Keep coming back to the breath. Whether you're working out, whether you're in a meeting, whether you're taking a shower, whether you're fixing a snack, whether you're getting dressed, whether you're sitting with girlfriends, whether you're at dinner. It doesn't matter. Keep coming back into the breath and know that we unite in this breath. The sisters unite in this breath. And if you have negative experiences with the sisterhood, that shall be healed and forgiven as well, because that was just the masculine energy that we were all conditioned with for millennia. And now that we are in the age of Aquarius, the time of the goddess, the breath shall set us free. And from here, I am sending you love and light blessings. May you breathe. May you feel your body. May you feel yourself. May you listen to your body. May you listen to yourself as you reconnect to your breath, to yourself, more and more often, more and more deeply, with every day. Mwah. Blessings, my sisters. Until very soon. Ciao for now.